So today we're going to look at the Sperry outlet circuit analyzer, and unlike the normal ones on the market, this one has a combination of lights. This is the Southwire one, so it has two yellow lights, tells you that's correctly wired. This one only show you one LED, so it's less confusing and it's a lot easier to read than this one. And we'll take a look at this one today. So we'll use our Fiskars Pro knife here to open this up this morning. Very sharp blades in these Fiskars knives here. So we'll take a look at this outlet today, and it's just a one LED. It tells you what's going on with your outlet here, 5 different combinations, and you can read it on the back as well. It's really lightweight. There's hardly no, very lightweight. It's very hardly anything to it. So on the back of the package, it shows you the different light combinations. So it's all one LED light. And the only one that's green is when it's correctly wired. So have red lights on all the other LED indications that something is not right in your outlet. The plug from my freezer, and the plug is horizontally. So it's harder to see the Sperry because you have to look underneath there to see the green light that's wired properly. And the Southwire here, easy to see. So this is what they call a wire mold. This is an older house. And in the attic, there's no ground wire. There's a ground wire in here all hooked up properly, but there's no ground wire upstairs where it was hooked in from the power. I'm going to have to redo that whole circuit, put a ground in, because now you're going to show up on their testers here. They're going to show open ground. The one light means open ground here, if you can see that. And on the Sperry, it's a lot easier to read. It says bad ground or open ground. No ground in it. Same thing. So I have to redo that circuit because it's going to show this all the time until I put the wire with the ground in it. So this Southwire has a GFCI tester. So it sets your ground fault interrupter outlet here. You got power on here. I'm just going to plug it in here. Shows this wired properly. You hit this red button. It's going to have a little flash of red light. It's going to come on here. It'll check this outlet, test it. There it goes, tested it. Power's off, reset it here. Power's back on. So it says here at the top here, press for GFCI test, press that button. So the power's on this GFCI plug here. Ground fault interrupter, plug it in. It shows it's wired right, green light. We're just going to test it here, and I'll test this GFCI breaker. It's off now. There's no power. Reset it. There it's back on. An outlet tester and a ground fault circuit interrupter, and we're going to plug the Southwire one in here. Shows it's properly wired. When we put the Sperry in, shows green, then it goes bad ground. So I don't know if the Sperry is more delicate or sensitive to ground, but both of them show that it's correctly wired. The Sperry shows it's not correctly wired. Now another thing you can do with these ground fault circuit interrupter testers is you can test them from the downstream side of the GFCI plug. We'll do that now. I shut off the two receptacles and the lights. Reset it here. Lights are back on. Now I'll plug in the Southwire. Same thing, shows that they're both wired correctly. Shut the breaker off using the Southwire ground fault circuit interrupter tester. It's off. Reset it. I got two props here. This is just going to show you how it should be wired inside your box here, and then this is the actual one we're going to plug into, and this is just a prop, so you use cab wire here. It's just easier to hook up to an outlet here to show you the two outlet testers here to see what the lights come on. So this way it should be wired, the ground wire on the green on the receptacle, this is the neutral wire on the silver screws, and then the hot wire on the brass screws on this receptacle. This is just a demonstration, just a prop. Southwire outlet tester, you should have two lights here. It's wired correctly. Plugged in, it's wired correctly. So on the Sperry, you'll get one LED light and it will be green. Plug it in, shows one green light, so it's wired correctly. Through the ground wire, the white wire, the neutral wire is on, and the hot wire is on. One light in the middle means open ground. Southwire receptacle tester. One light in the middle means open ground. There you go. In the Sperry, you'll be background, same as open ground. Plug it in, red light, one LED, background. So open hot means there's no connection on the gold side. We just disconnected the wire, and it's connected on the silver side here, the white wire, and it's ground. No wire on the gold side, no hot wire. Southwire receptacle tester. It'll show no lights indicating open hot. Plug it in. No lights means open hot. On Sperry outlet tester, no LEDs means open hot. No LEDs. So this is just a prop. I just wired it up so you can see what it's wired in properly here. So the white wire is actually going on the gold screw, which it should be on the silver screw. And the black wire should be on the gold screw. It's on the silver screw. So it's reversed. Hot, neutral, reversed. So we'll take testers and we'll show you that. Southwire receptacle tester. One yellow light, one red light means hot, neutral, reversed. Hot, neutral, reversed. Sperry receptacle tester. One LED. Hot, neutral, reversed. Hot, neutral, reversed. So open neutral means there's no white wire connected to the silver screw here. We just disconnected the wire. And you get the black wire. You get the gold screw, and we got the ground as well. The Southwire receptacle tester, one light. The outside means open, neutral. One light, open, neutral. Sperry receptacle tester, one light indicates open, neutral. Open, neutral. So when you connect the ground screw on the terminal for the hot wire, and the hot wire connected to the ground screw. Very dangerous. Receptacle testers, both of them will show up. Hot, ground, reversed. So I'm not going to hook up that wiring that way when the hot wire is on the ground wire and the ground wire is on the hot wire on the gold side. I'm going to do that. I'm not sure what circumstances going to have plugging that in and testing it and showing it on the receptacle testers here. Anyway, it's going to be a hot ground reversed on this one LED, and on the Southwire it'd be a hot ground reversed with one red light and one yellow light, red and yellow here. And my friend says, "No way, man, don't do it." This Sperry on Amazon has got some bad reviews. One person said that once he tried the GFCI test, all his outlets in this house show background. Now, I actually did see that happen, background, but I did take it in 3 different houses and did show that it was correctly wired. And I don't know why the background shows up on some of my tests here, while this one shows it's perfectly normal. This Sperry one could be more sensitive to the ground wire, and I'm going to investigate that, but that'll be in a totally different video. So I'll investigate that, see if that's why it's showing background, and why this one shows that it's perfectly wired correctly. So I don't know why this Sperry shows the bad ground, and the other two outlets show that this is perfectly working fine. It's wired correctly. So we're going to have to investigate it. Maybe there's some grounding, the way I've grounded it differently, and the Sperry is picking that information up and saying it's a bad ground. So I'd like to thank all my subscribers, all my new subscribers. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. If you watch this for the first time today, please subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned because there's another video coming up soon. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but stay tuned and don't forget to ring that bell. Lights out, camera, action.